Good morning. Welcome to this research workshop. I am Louie, your lecturer for this course entitled Conquering Thesis Writing, an Introduction to Quantitative Research. But before we start, let us first discuss the rationale of why we created this course. Often, research or thesis writing is seen as a traumatic experience for students, not only in the undergrad but also in the graduate school. That is why most of the students are doing their works just to complete their academic requirements. This is a very depressing scenario. The culture of research is dying at an exponential rate. So that is why we decided to try revitalizing the mindsets of students equipped with fundamental concepts and the right tools when doing research. But what is research and why is it important? The word research came from the Middle French word recherche, meaning an act of searching closely. The Oxford English Dictionary defines it as the systematic investigation into and study of materials and sources in order to establish facts and reach new conclusion. However, scientific this scientific inquiry is being demoted as a capstone project just to fulfill an academic requirement. Even politicians undermine the value of research. On the contrary, if researchers will stop doing their works, then we are doomed. Imagine what will happen to the world if scientists will stop the research in finding the cure or vaccine for COVID-19. Do you think can we survive? That is why to secure the future and the future of research, we have to appreciate this type of scientific inquiry in the early stages of our academic journey and not to be feared. Hence, the goal of this workshop. So this course will be divided into 6 sessions. In the first part, we will discuss the most challenging in writing a research paper, that is choosing or selecting a topic. So we will also explore the essential tools and templates such as Mendeley, Excel, SPSS, Grammarly, and an APA 6th edition manuscript word template. In the second session, we will discuss how to write the problematic situation, highlighting the research gap, formulating the conceptual framework, statement of the problem, and then the hypothesis of the study. Then we will discuss how to select the right statistical tool to test the null hypothesis in the third session. However, the tools that we will discuss in this workshop are only limited to independence and paired t-tests and the analysis of variance or ANOVA. In addition, we will also include the non-parametric equivalent, the Mann-Whitney test, the Wilcoxon signed rank test, and the Kruskal-Wallis test, respectively. And in the fourth session, we will demonstrate how to run this test in SPSS, of course. The required assumptions such as normality and homogeneity of variances will be examined. Then we can write the conclusion and recommendation in the fifth session. And in the last part of this workshop, we will conduct a peer review or an online oral defense to assess if we really achieve this course objectives. So lastly, we designed this course as a self-paced learning workshop, meaning you can study at your own convenience depending on the availability of the resource materials. So we will also schedule an online meeting for clarification and concerns. So if you are interested to join the course, please see the link below for the Google Classroom code and the course schedule. I am hoping to see you in the first session. Good luck and God bless.